Marriage and money. I spend too much money. This is going to be a YouTube story time. Very interesting story about this couple. Stay with me. I want to welcome you back to my channel. Now today we got to talk. This one is for the married folks and engaged folks and the we kind of serious folks and even the I'm single but knows it folks. Because this right here is a story you don't want to miss. Today I'm telling a story about a young couple, let's call them Marcus and Tasha, who were madly in love but almost went broke. All because of money. Yes, the little piece of paper that can make or break a marriage if you're not careful. Marcus and Tasha had been married for about 2 years. They both were in their late 20s, African American couple living in Atlanta, Georgia. Marcus was one of those super organized spreadsheet loving dudes. You know, the type he tracked every penny, knew his credit score by heart, and had budgeting app on his phone. Tasha, on the other hand, whew, child, sis loved to live in the moment. Hair always slayed, nails done every 2 weeks, Amazon packages, non-stop. She believed life was short and money would come back around. Can anybody relate? Anybody relate? Now, don't get it twisted. She was working. She had a good job. She made decent money, but she also had zero idea where her money went by the end of the month. Things started getting tight. Bills was falling behind. The rent was always a few days late. The lights got cut off once, just for a day, but still. And they were constantly overdrafting their joint account. Marcus started noticing a pattern. He'd get paid, Tasha would get paid, but somehow they were still broke. He started watching their account more closely every week. Every week now he looking. New clothes. This Tasha. DoorDash. Random subscription. A whole Shein haul. Meanwhile, the electric bill was sitting there. Electric bill sitting there like y'all forgot about me. So one evening, Marcus sat Tasha down. He was calm, respectful, but real. He said, "Babe, I love you, but we're drowning. We can't keep living like this." And just like that, Tasha's whole mood changed. "Oh, so now it's all my fault. I work hard too. Why you always watching what I spend?" Phew, the tension was thick. Marcus backed off. He didn't want to argue, but he knew he had to do something. The challenge began. Tasha had agreed to the 30-day challenge. She did her own nails, her own hair. She killed it. The first week was rough. Tasha had to delete all her shopping apps. No Starbucks run, no nails appointment. She did her own hair and nails, and surprisingly, she killed it. They started meal prepping, no more takeouts. They had a weekly finance date every Friday night just to check in, review receipts, and encourage each other. By 2 weeks, they had already saved $400. By week 3, They had caught up on all their bills. By week 4, they had money sitting in their savings account. Yeah, for the first time in their marriage, they felt financially secure. And something beautiful happened. Tasha started enjoying the challenge. She got creative with cooking, found free date night ideas, and even started a little side hustle doing press on nails for friends. Marcus, he saw her effort and his love for her deepen. Not because she was saving money, but because she was trying. They weren't just fixing their finances, they were healing their partnership. At the end of the 30 days, Marcus asked, "So what do you think, babe?" Tasha smiled and said, "I think I like having peace more than I like packages." And that right there, that's the message. It's not about being cheap. It's not about controlling your partner. It's about teamwork, sacrifice, and choosing your future over temporary pleasure. Tasha realized that some of the things that she was buying wasn't things that she needed. It was things that she wanted. And because she worked, she thought, I deserve it. Buy it. Worry about it later. And then she realized scrolling through social media, she realized, you know what? A lot of people are in bondage today because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're looking at this person on social media with her name bearing purse, her nice car, going get her nails done every week, changing hairstyles every week. She was like, social media is good, but social media is a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise going on. And I want to add to that and say, you know what? She's so right. People spend a lot of time on social media trying to prove themselves to people, trying to show people, make people think they're happy, trying to keep up with the Joneses. But you know one thing I realized at the end of the day? Nobody care anything about what you got. If you got it and you can pay for it, good. But a lot of people do a lot of things just for show. Just for show. I worked at the bankruptcy court over 30 years before I retired. And believe you me, I learned a long time ago not to try to keep up with the Joneses. Because the Joneses are broke, honey. They are broke. I saw people come in bankruptcy, had 2 and 3 cars. You thought they were living the life. Charge card maxed up to the capacity, trying to prove to other people. And at the end of the day, those people are sleeping at night and you're awake, wondering how you gonna pay your bills. Tasha and Marcus had been married 2 years, and them being married 2 years, I think that's remarkable because they learned. She listened. He used wisdom as to the way he went to her to tell her how they need to do this. He used wisdom because he saw the first time she was getting a little heated there. She was like, "You trying to blame me?" The next time he went with attack. He had a plan. He had it all laid out. They did the challenge. They passed the challenge. They started saving money. Their bills was caught up. They had a goal to purchase a house. They set aside what they needed to do for that down payment. So my hat's off to the couple out there that can learn that you can do anything as a team. But when you're divided, it's hard. You have women that I make my money. Long as he don't bother me, I don't bother him. I don't know if he paying the bills on time or what, but he ain't asking me for anything. So I can just take my money and do whatever I want to. And when you're like that, you never can come together and accomplish big goals, I should say, with that type of attitude. When I worked at the bankruptcy court, I saw this happen to husband and to wife. One of the other would be in bankruptcy, and the other would not even know the person had filed bankruptcy. They're about to lose their house. And this happened a lot of time, mostly with men. I saw very few women file bankruptcy and their husband didn't know. But I saw men file bankruptcy and the wife didn't even know because she wasn't even aware that the mortgage was behind. That he had all these payday loans trying to catch up. If you don't have money now, how you think when payday comes, you're going to have something to pay the payday people? And their interest is so high. That's because you got a wife so busy, mind her own business, happy, just as happy as she can be. Oh, my husband, he takes care of everything. I don't have to do anything. You don't know how much your mortgage is. You don't know your mortgage is not being paid every month. You don't know your husband borrowing money to pay bills. He's struggling. Some men go get second job because you too busy over there spending, being selfish. But then you complaining. I want a house or I want a bigger house. What are you doing? You're still spending. You got a closet full of clothes, but you're still buying clothes because you like seeing them. So can we just give it up for Marcus and Tasha for working on their goals? Let's see what happened. What happened after this, after they found themselves on one accord? What happened after this? Well, let's see what happened after they got on one accord. Today, Marcus and Tasha still have their Friday finance date. They still budget. And guess what? They just put a down payment on their first home. They put a down payment on the first home. And here in this picture, you will see they are living so happy. They have purchased a house with the sold sign that was sold to them. Love is beautiful, but love with discipline is the next level. So, Queens, if you're married, engaged, or just thinking about your financial future, take a note from Marcus and Tasha. Try a 30-day challenge. Talk to your partner. If you're single, talk to yourself, girl. You always broke. Always broke. You don't even have enough money to make it to the next paycheck. Some people are saying they broke to the next pay. Some people don't even make it there. They broke the next day. Look at your spending habits, because sometimes the problem isn't that you don't make enough money. You make good money. Is that you don't know how to manage what you have. You don't know how to manage what you have. Come up with a budget. People hate the word budget because they think that locks them in. When you do a budget, just put everything in a category that you spend. It's not saying that you don't have to spend it. You can't buy anything. You can have your fun money. You got a husband, he can have his fun money. But once you see it on paper and write it down and see that, or get the app, there's a good app called Every Dollar. Every Dollar. There's a free part, and then there's a paid portion. Well, the paid portion, it connects to your uh, checking account. And every time you write something, it puts it in a category. Every time you spend something, it puts it in a category itself. So you will see what you spend, the exact amount of money. And then you have a column for saving, even if it's just a little. Save, and you become more aware. You become more aware of where your money is going. That's why it's called Every Dollar, knowing where your money is. This is for this is for that, this is for that. We like going out to eat once a week. Okay, this is our once a week money. We buy groceries. This is what we're gonna spend on groceries. Every dollar allow you to be more intentional about how you spend your money. And when you get in the habit of doing that, it automatically becomes a habit. You be like, okay, this money. Okay, I need to cut off here. Okay, I don't need this. You'll be thinking about it all the time. Queens, you have made it this far in this video. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Share this video with other couples, other single ladies, women. This platform is to inspire women. Is we all in this together. We're all learning. So I just want to thank you. If you haven't subscribed, stop shacking with me. Come on, make a commitment. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I drop a video. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you was here. Leave me a comment. If you want to see other types of content, drop it down in the comment. I read all my comments. Drop it down there so I will know. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want more story time like this, let me know. Tell me in the comment. I want to ask, have you ever had a Marcus and a Tasha moment? Have you? Have you ever had a Marcus and a Tasha moment? You know, um sometimes we have people feeling insecure because the wife make more, the husband make more. You all a team. Stop doing that. You're a team. You're working together. It don't matter who make the most. As long as you working hard, he working hard. Don't do that. Until next time, ladies, as I always say, always try to leave a person better than you